Stuart McGill, 4 overs, 1 for 9, has been taken off, and Glenn McGrath comes on. 5 overs, 4 maidens, no wicket for 1.
Well, everyone thought this would be on the cards, really. As soon as Lara came into the crease, then McGrath would have the ball back in his hands. Very attacking field, 3 slips and 2 gullies.
Well, done him first ball. One that pitched, I suspect, a fraction outside off stump, and it didn't come back at him as Lara might have expected. It found the outside edge, and McGrath has done it again.
That's what was required. Perfect line, perfect length, and a very fine tickle through to the wicket-keeper. Just what this captain asked him to do. Ran Lara seemed as if he wanted to hang around a bit. He knew he had touched it though, and he usually is a walker. He left immediately.
Sitting back in your living rooms, what do you think about that for a bowling change? It's 2 for 25.
That's it, caught behind, no trouble. Very well taken. Gilchrist actually going a long way, and once again McGrath striking. Well, it seemed to me that that was just short of a length, and he went after it. It wasn't a delivery that I thought moved very much. It was outside off stump, angling across the left-hander, but perhaps bounced a little more than he expected.
It's just a matter of the angle taking the ball across the left-hander's body. That was what I was referring to earlier on about the right-handed fast bowler bowling over the wicket. Ball hasn't got to be doing a great deal. You create the angle to the left-hander, pushing it across his body, and you end up with the outside edge. Good bowling again by Glenn McGrath. West Indies lose their 3rd wicket with 53 on the board.
Gone. McGrath again. There's a little bit more pace in the pitch after lunch, which is reasonable to assume that some of the moisture's gone from it, and the movement off the seam is quicker. That was beautifully bowled. McGrath has pitched it in the right spot, and Jacobs has got the outside edge.
No need to bowl around the wicket to these left-handers today, because McGrath has got it spot on. He equals Craig McDermott's tally of 291 wickets for Australia, and the Australians probably know that, and that's a big wicket. Ridley Jacobs, one of the form players, gone for 2. Caught Markwar, bowled McGrath. It's 6 for 63.
Nixon McLean, one of the 4 fast bowlers in the side. It's pretty high. Oh, well. On a hat-trick, McGrath. Daryl Harper has said perfect height.
Well, you had to ask the question, and it's been responded to in the positive. This is Ridley Jacobs. McGrath going across the left-hander, getting the length right, getting the outside edge. Markwar swallowing it. And then Nixon McLean comes into play. McGrath close to the stumps, lands, hits reasonably straight. We need the slow motion, but Daryl Harper doesn't. He's given it. It's another hat-trick. Opportunity. Back after the break. Let's guess what he's going to bowl. Steve Waugh's put down a 3rd man or a fly slip. Could be a short one or 2.
Well, umpire Harper has been called into action again. A perfectly straightforward outside edge. McGrath has done Dylan once again. Last time they met, he knocked him over for naught, and he's done it again today.
18-13, Mervyn Dillon. Stephen Ward dropped a third man back. Mervyn Dillon obviously looking for the shorter ball, looking to get the easy cut. McGrath, unbelievable figures, 5 for 9 in his 17th over. Picks Mervyn Dillon up for naught. It's 8 for 67.
Gone again. Second time he's on a hat-trick. Sensational bowling figures. A short pitcher to Marlon Black. Not the most difficult catch been taken in the slip cordon over the years. That's the first one, Mervyn Dillon. But a thickish outside edge, and now Marlon Black. Just got up on him a little bit.
Hit that fast bowler's right thumb also. McGrath 6 for 9. Marlon Black walking back, bringing out Courtney Walsh. Well, let's hope he gets more support. It's 9 for 67. Courtney Walsh, I don't think he would like to be walking out on the Gabba with the bat in his hand this early in the match. Marlon Black goes for naught. Court McGill in the slips.
Ben McGrath's 18th 5-wicket haul for Australia. His 8th against the West Indies. Courtney Walsh and Jimmy Adams, two experienced players in the side. Courtney Walsh, it's not his job to make runs. He's taken almost 500 wickets. McGrath's on a hat-trick again.
1,000 slips in there. Short man, one just behind the square on the leg side and one cover. Then McGrath, the short ball, short of a length, rising on the tail enders, has been working so far.
Well, Courtney's off the mark. It was a chance of a run out. They're going to look for 3 so Jimmy Adams can get the strike. They'll do it safely.
Well, Courtney's one batsman that's got a clear idea of what he's going to try and do. Worst thing about this, it was a cracking shot. Brilliant fielding, and there's one man in front. Clears the stumps. Lets McGrath see them all, and Brett Lee, a magnificent diving stop. Cut off a 4, but then gave 3.
Now McGrath's been concentrating with Jimmy Adams on just keeping the ball a bit short of a good length, around about leg stump. But he also has in 3 slips and 3 gullies.
There's one other tragedy about this, Richie. Jimmy Adams looks quite good touch today. He's been striking the ball well, moving well, well organised, and he's going to be left stranded.
6 for 12. I was just going through what he's done in the statistical side of things. 18 times 5-wicket in an innings. That's the big edge from Mervyn Dillon, no doubt about that, although he seemed just slightly reluctant to leave. That was Merv Dillon, then Marlon Black. Marlon Black on his Test debut. Stuart McGill.
Beautifully off the right thumb. He's quick. Marlon Black can bowl, can get it down there. He's going to have to do it with maybe a bruised thumb.
That's well bowled. Has kept Jimmy Adams away from the strike. 9 for 70.
Glenn McGrath has been outstanding. A perfect line and length. He's taken 6 wickets. Here's just a quick look at those. It's Brian Lara was his first one with his first ball to Lara. That was a good catch from Chanderpaul, caught behind by Gilchrist. It's Mark Waugh at second slip. It's LBW Nixon McLean. A good decision, that one, I feel. Just came back enough. And a good outside edge. Mervyn Dillon. And then Marlon Black just spooning one off the shoulder of the bat to Stuart McGill. McGrath, I thought, started a little bit slowly. Wasn't quite on song early on. Wasn't giving away any runs, but just wasn't quite finding the right length. But since lunch, he's been awesome. He's taken 4 for 3 since lunch. Bowled unchanged. Been his absolute best. Look at those figures. 17 overs, 11 maidens, 6 for 12.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with the pitch, even though Steve Waugh won the toss and elected to bowl. It's played okay, but he's got the line right, a little bit of movement off the seam. Australians have caught well on the slip cordon. And the West Indies are on the rack once again on this tour. 9 for 70 on the first day, the first test match, and ideal conditions.